This is Q30 to Jamaica Long Island Railroad Station. This stop is Nassau Boulevard and Little Neck Parkway. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 254th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 254th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 252nd Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 252nd Street. Next stop, Marathon Parkway and 51st Street. This stop is Marathon Parkway and 51st Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 251st Place. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 251st Place. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Marathon Parkway. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Marathon Parkway. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 248th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 248th Street. Next stop, Douglaston Parkway and 61st Avenue. This stop is Douglaston Parkway and 61st Avenue. Next stop, Douglaston Parkway and 65th Avenue. Transfers available to QM5 and QM8. This stop is Douglaston Parkway and 65th Avenue. Next stop, West Alley Road and 233rd Street. This stop is West Alley Road and 233rd Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and East Hampton Boulevard. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and East Hampton Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 229th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 229th Street. Next stop, 56th Avenue and 223rd Street. This stop is 56th Avenue and 223rd Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Cloverdale Boulevard. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Cloverdale Boulevard. Next stop, 58th Avenue and 223rd Street. This stop is 58th Avenue and 223rd Street. Next stop, Springfield Boulevard and 58th Avenue. Transfers available to Q27 and QM5. This stop is Springfield Boulevard and 58th Avenue. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Springfield Boulevard. Transfers available to Q27 and QM5. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Springfield Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 218th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 218th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Bell Boulevard. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Bell Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 213th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 213th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 211th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 211th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Oceania Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Oceania Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 207th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 207th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 202nd Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 202nd Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Transfers available to Q26 and Q76. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 197th Street. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 197th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and Peck Avenue. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and Peck Avenue. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 190th Street. Transfer available to Q88. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 190th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 188th Street. Transfer available to Q17, Q88 and QM5. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 188th Street. Next stop, Horace Harding Expressway and 185th Street. Transfer available to Q17, Q88 and QM5. This stop is Horace Harding Expressway and 185th Street. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Horace Harding Expressway. Transfers available to Q17, Q31 and Q88. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Horace Harding Expressway. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 65th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 65th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 67th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 67th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 69th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 69th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Jewel Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Jewel Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 73rd Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 73rd Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 75th Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 75th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 76th Avenue. Transfer available to Q46. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 76th Avenue. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and Union Turnpike. Transfers available to Q46, QM5 and QM6. This stop is Utopia Parkway and Union Turnpike. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 80th Road. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 80th Road. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and St. John's University. This stop is Utopia Parkway and St. John's University. Next stop, Utopia Parkway and 82nd Avenue. This stop is Utopia Parkway and 82nd Avenue. Next stop, Homelawn Street and 173rd Street. This stop is Homelawn Street and 173rd Street. Next stop, Homelawn Street and 84th Road. This stop is Homelawn Street and 84th Road. Next stop, Homelawn Street and Gothic Drive. This stop is Homelawn Street and Gothic Drive. Next stop, Homelawn Street and Highland Avenue. This stop is Homelawn Street and Highland Avenue. Next stop, 169th Street and Hillside Avenue. This stop is 169th Street and Hillside Avenue. Next stop, 169th Street and 89th Avenue. This stop is 169th Street and 89th Avenue. Next stop, 169th Street and Jamaica Avenue. This stop is 169th Street and Jamaica Avenue. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Merrick Boulevard. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Merrick Boulevard. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and 162nd Street. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and 162nd Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Parsons Boulevard. Transfers available to Q20A, Q20B, Q24, Q54, Q56 and Q110. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Parsons Boulevard. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and 150th Street. Transfers available to Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q20A, Q20B, Q24, Q41, Q54, Q56 and Q110. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and 150th Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Transfer available to Q24. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Transfer available to Q43. This stop is Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. This is the last stop on this bus. Please take all of your belongings and please leave the bus. Thank you for riding with MTA.